Hey, what's up guys? Grapefruit Technique back here in another tech review. So today we're going to talk about the Steam Dragon toy. It's a remote control, almost like a Lego based or building block based toy. Now as you can see, it mentions STEAM over here, which is a new acronym for science, technology, engineering, art, and math. It used to be STEM, but now it's STEAM to be more inclusive, right? And so, I purchased this not because I particularly like this toy myself, as I am, fairly older adult. However, I do a lot of STEM or rather STEAM education myself, and it's always important for me as an educator to really cater to kids, right, and make science fun for them. You can force them to do math, you can force them to do things like differential equations, analytical physics, so on and so forth, but they're gonna hate it, they're gonna burn out, and more likely than not, they're gonna switch over to business or whatever major than that. Not to disrespect them, I'm just kidding, right? Anyway, so I just wanted to buy this and check it out myself to see if it's good to buy a few more of these kits for the children that I do teach. Now right off the bat, I need to tell you guys that I have not assembled this yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be unpacking this and assembling it and making a few comments about the, the engineering or educational value of this, right? So let's dive right in. First off, right off the bat, here's the package it comes in. Now, I've already unpacked it a little bit and just took a look around, but I haven't done any assembling yet. Inside, there's going to be the bag of parts, and then there's stickers over here, and I guess these are warning manuals. Haven't really read into them yet. And of course, you have the general manual itself, and then you also have a remote control and also a central gearbox. Now, I want to talk about this for just a second, right? So this gearbox over here, as you can see, there's an on-off switch right here, and then over here there's a charging port. And by the way, it also does come with a USB charging cord. This is a bit of an unusual DC jack. It's not so common. However, if you do lose this, you can buy replacement cords at places like Target and whatnot. They usually come with universal charging cord kits. Anyway, so it's going back to the gearbox, right? Over here you can see the output shafts, and then below you can see a 3.22. Now, just from my general knowledge, I do believe this is the gear ratio. So 3.22 means for every 3.22 rotations of the motor, the electric motor inside, there will be one rotation of the output shaft. So it's 3.22 to 1 ratio, right? And I also noticed there's these little dots over here, these little cutouts. I assume there's a speaker over here, though I haven't really looked into it. And over here on the remote control, one thing I have done so far is they came with a screwdriver, but something they didn't come with was two AAA batteries. However, once you put those in, I'm going to show you right now, once you flip on the on switch, and then you flip on the on switch over here, you can use these buttons to move the gearbox, as you can see. So let's talk more about the educational value of this, right? Sure, you can just hand the kids this gearbox and just call it a day and have them play with it, right? But I think this is a good opportunity for them to understand what Bluetooth and how radio communication works, and wireless communication rather, right? And another thing is, I suspect if I were to take this apart, I would find a serial communication bus on there, which, if you guys aren't familiar with it, basically what we can do is we can use this to hook it up to other forms of controlling it. So be it like, for example, a PlayStation joystick. I also noticed that you can control this with an app. If you guys know about the app creator called MIT App Creator, you can also make controlling apps via this, as long as we find the communication address, right? So anyway, enough of the talking about the gearbox and the remote. I want to get on to the actual assembly. Now I'm going to kind of time lapse it as it's pretty systematic, and it's not really something that's incredibly riveting to watch. But along the way, like I said, I'm going to make some comments about the value of these. Okay, so let's just dive right in. Okay, so I finished assembling the dragon toy, and I gotta say, in terms of difficulty on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say this is probably like a 2 or so. It's not really difficult, and I think it's good for a wide range of, children's ages, right? In terms of the actual, I guess you could say, quality control and whatnot, it was pretty good. I did end up losing about 2 pieces, which, that was my fault, not really manufacturer's fault. And they, just rolled off my desk into the ninth dimension, right? But they do give you a few extra pieces, so it wasn't really an issue. I still ended up with a few extra pieces that, I decided just to add on different places, like, for example, over here and whatnot. And so that was pretty fun. And you just did see a few moments ago a demonstration of it, but I'm just going to show you again. So, it can walk and whatnot. It can turn. And then if you look at these 2 buttons up here, it can do pre-programmed moves. But not going to do that here in front of the camera, as it's going to hit the camera. So, what are my overall thoughts on this? Well, I do like how it's assembled. I do like the way it's built. And, if we're talking about educational value, kids don't really have, in general, don't really have as much, foresight as, say, an average adult, right? So, when they want to do something, when they want to build something or give them an educational lesson, they like to see, point B. So this is something that as they build, they can see their own progress. And then along the way, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we can talk to them about various mechanical or electrical concepts, like, for example, the gear reduction, how Bluetooth communication works, right? So it's a good way to get kids into science and make it fun. I mean, just like I mentioned earlier, if you force them into doing just simple equations and math, physics, that style just burns kids out. So overall, I did like this, and I do suggest it. I mean, I don't want to lie and say I didn't have a good time, because I had a blast putting this together. I am 25 years old, but I still have a mind of a child, right? So again, I recommend you guys give it a try. It's a whole lot of fun for, honestly, either an adult or a kid, and it's a really good educational tool. Thank you guys for watching. This has been a Grapefruit Technique tech review, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.